What's up, beautiful people? This is OrangeIsAI, and my YouTube channel is called WeTeachAI Art. And what I do is I give tutorials for beginners who want to be able to create AI art smarter, faster, more creatively, and make it a simple process. I'm starting this podcast journey to be able to kind of strip down everything that you would think of in regards to having to create a tutorial and kind of get straight to like what the purpose of this channel is, what the direction is going to go, and just give you a background of who I am. All right, so I am a photographer here in Orlando, Florida. Always been a creative ever since high school. Always just been a forward thinker. I'm also a videographer, social media manager. I have my master's degree at Full Sail University. I've always been intrigued in the world of technology. You know, I have like all the Mac stuff, you know, iPad, laptop, you know, all the things. Let me see, how did I get into AI art? Well, obviously being a photographer, you're creating something, you know, so being able to create something from my imagination was always something that, you know, you could only dream about, or, you know, have Photoshop that was able to do it since the beginning of time, almost seems like. Just being able to create things that I could just simply think about has always been a passion of mine. Whether it's with Photoshop, a combination of photography and Photoshop. I also have a graphic design degree, so being able to kind of create elements and things and shapes the way I want to has been amazing. Back in 2022, a platform called MidJourney, website, Discord actually, began, or at least I got wind of it, and I think it was MidJourney version 4. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it definitely was, where everyone was talking about how you can just simply create images that look like real people and you won't be able to tell the difference. And I immediately got hooked. I probably created like 200 images the first night that I found it. And all of it was centered around like photography, you know, creating real people, but like making it look like a photo shoot was taken or something like that. You know, I'm very much into Marvel as well, so I think I created a bunch of Marvel characters too. So, but that's when it clicked for me. Just typing words and watching the machine just create it was just something that just really just transformed my life in regards to this AI art journey. The more and more I started to get into it, I realized that this AI art stuff was just a small bubble. And it was just interesting because it was like everything to me. You know, it consumed probably about 80, 90, 100% of my free time was creating in some type of way, whether it's photography, whether it's video, whether it was AI art. And majority of the people I know didn't know anything about it. So I knew early on that this could potentially be an opportunity to be able to be a bridge to people that may not know how to use these tools. And so I started a YouTube channel to be able to assist people like friends, like my mom, like a friend, you know, like a family, fellow photographers, to be able to like bridge the gap in terms of creating what they want to see and how to do it. Because starting in MidJourney and AI art in totality, it was all about how you prompt it, you know, what prompts you use, how you craft it, things of that nature. You know, it's gotten a lot of relaxed now. You can just talk in regular language now, but before then it was very strict in terms of how to actually prompt something. So that was very important for me to kind of just get on that wave early on. And believe it or not, my first YouTube video that I uploaded on my AI art channel blew up fast. And I jumped, I think probably by my like 20th video, I probably had like 5,000 followers. 5,000 subscribers. My first video had like 100,000 views. It was crazy. I was not used to it. I was like seeing 5, 10, 15. I'm like, okay, this is happening too fast. But I knew that people were yearning for the information, and it just really made me feel more confident in pushing forward to make it happen for them. So fast forward 3 years later, I probably uploaded about 50 videos at least, maybe about 40 something videos. But because I had like a full-time job, I ran 2 poetry open mics that consumed a lot of my free time. Also freelance as a photographer. I have not had the opportunity to really put the time into my YouTube channel the way that I wanted to over the last 3 years. And the industry has gone so far, has gone leaps and bounds ahead of, where I could imagine. I think there's a AI artist, like an R&B singer that like just scored $1 million record deal, and AI images is like, you can create them on your phone now. Like it's everywhere. A part of me feel kind of salty that I didn't get a chance to really catch that wave. But one thing that remains true is a lot of people still need a good bridge in terms of understanding what's happening and what's going on. And I definitely want to make sure that I continue to be a resource for that. And I just look at it like, okay, well, last 3 years has been a real boom, but the next 3 years is going to be a boom too, So I've already uploaded 2 videos this week. I have this like idea that I'm going to post a video once a day. Who knows? Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'm definitely going to try to push myself to do it. So yeah, this podcast here is just a stripped down version of getting right to the meat and potatoes of the why. I'm going to talk specifically about certain tools like a Google Gemini, like a VO3, like a MidJourney, where it is and where it's at, and just kind of like really just break down things in a very stripped down format, so that way it's not like it has to be like this super fast-paced editing. It's going to be a little bit more just dry communication, talking, just me and you. So what do I want this podcast to become? Just a resource. I want this podcast to be a resource for people. I want it to be something that gives me an outlet to be able to just talk and give my honest thoughts on a lot of these platforms, So my vision for AI art overall, I'm currently reading from a ChatGPT outline, and just being able to, just be transparent in that, is something that I really want to do, and share, hey, what do I use to be able to organize my thoughts, or, how others can use things to organize their thoughts. My mom has always talked about writing a book for herself, and before the advent of ChatGPT and MidJourney and all these tools, it's like, I'm not really sure how you would do that. But now I can confidently say you can kind of write, your thoughts in ChatGPT, or you could use the dictation feature and just talk it out, from the beginning, and it will organize your thoughts into chapters, into, correct grammar. It's possible now, and that's what I want to be able to help with. So this is episode 1. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. The next episode is going to be a deep dive into MidJourney, all of the tools that are available in MidJourney, kind of where things kind of started. We'll go through some of my earlier images to, things that I love about MidJourney, things I really want it to be better at. And we're going to just have a good time. I absolutely, because I'm a photographer, videographer, graphic designer, I live off of feedback. So if you have any feedback for me or topic requests, please share it in the comments below. And I think that's it. I think that's the first episode. So hope y'all like this. All right, I'm gonna hit record now, like to stop it, not to like keep going.